Hey everybody, how's it going? I haven't done a video in about a week. I've been feeling a little under the weather, so I figured I'd do one. And since the draft just occurred, I've been feeling pretty football-y, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, I just want to talk briefly about the draft. I want to get into the Redskins 2017 schedule, how I think they'll finish, what games I think they'll win. And yeah, I'm just going to touch on the Redskins part of the draft because I'm a Redskins fan. So yeah, I'm really happy with the Redskins draft this year. Usually they suck, for lack of a better word. They seem to be getting better the last couple of years, and this year I think they really nailed it. They got Jonathan Allen and Ryan Anderson from Alabama, and Jonathan Allen, I think, was like the defensive player of the year or something last year. Fell all the way to 17. I guess he had an injury, but whatever. We got him. I'm happy. Definitely addresses a need. Our whole defense is a need, pretty much. Yeah, we got some help in the secondary. Got a few picks there, which I'm really happy about in later rounds. Got a running back. I hope he does good. People seem to be confident about the running backs they have now. I'm not real confident about it. So, yeah, and they picked up a wide receiver from Georgia State. I forget his name, but he's really good. I saw some tape on him. So, yeah, I'm happy with the Redskins draft this year. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about the draft. They did good. They had a lot more picks than they normally have because they usually waste them all trading for some free agent that's past his prime. So I'm glad we got what's looking like some good young guys coming in there. The offense was ranked 3rd last year. Defense was ranked 28th, so the defense is definitely the need. I know we lost Deshaun Jackson, we lost Pierre Garçon, but we got Crowder, we got some other people, we got this rookie receiver, got Jordan Reed. We also drafted another tight end. So I think the offense will be pretty decent. So I'm just worried about the defense, like usual. Now getting into the schedule. Now I went through the whole schedule, and I figured out which ones I thought they would win, which ones I thought they would lose. Now they finished 8-7-1 last year, and the one tie was against the Bengals in the London game. They missed a short field goal, as they tend to do. Dustin Hopkins tends to do. That would have won it for them. That would have made them. No, they finished 8. Did I do that right? Yeah, 8-7-1, right? Yeah. I'm trying to do the math in my head, but yeah, he missed a lot of field goals last year. Too many. And that one would have put them into the playoffs. They would have ended up being in the playoffs. So, yeah, that's great. But, it was their 2nd winning season in a row. See if I think they'll have a 3rd one in a row. So let's get started with this. Week 1, they are home against the Eagles. Now, they have owned the Eagles as of late. The Eagles haven't beat them since their first meeting in the 2014 season, I believe. The Redskins have beat them 5 times, the last 5 times. And until the Eagles find a way to beat them, I'm going to pick the Redskins to beat them. So, Week 1, the win. Week 2 is at the Rams. Now, they play the Rams quite a bit. You think they wouldn't, being in a different division and all, but they play them quite a bit. I guess it's because they both usually finish at the bottom of the division, but not the last couple of years. And they still managed to play them. But I think they'll beat the Rams. It's in LA, I know. Their second inaugural season in LA, and I don't think it's going to matter. The Rams got problems. I'm not sure how they did in the draft, but they're just not a good team. I mean, the Redskins lose to the Rams a lot, believe it or not, but I think they'll win this time, go 2-0 for the first 2 weeks. Now we get to week 3. It's a Sunday night game, and they're home against the Raiders. The Raiders just got Marshawn Lynch. They're getting Derek Carr back. The defense looks to be better. Yeah, the Redskins will most likely not win this game. So I'll chalk that up to a loss. Okay, now, week 4, they're at the Chiefs on a Monday night game, and the Chiefs are a lot better team than the Redskins. The battle of the Native American teams, I guess, the Chiefs and the Redskins. The Chiefs will win, because the Redskins can't beat the Chiefs. Are you joking? I'd like them to. They won't. Okay, week 5. Home against the 49ers. Oh, no, this isn't week 5, sorry. After week 4, against the Chiefs, they have a bye on week 5. I hate early byes, don't you? Fuck early byes. It sucks. But when they come back in week 6, they'll be playing the 49ers at home. And if they don't beat the 49ers, I'm just going to throw in the towel for the season, because the 49ers are fucking terrible. So I'm going to say a win for that one. Week 7? Yeah, week 7 at the Eagles. And on Monday night. They at the Eagles within their first 6 games. Yeah, at the Eagles this time on a Monday night. Not going to matter. They're playing the Eagles. So, like I said, they own the Eagles. They will win. Week 8. They are home against the Cowboys. Now, the thing with... I know the Cowboys swept the Redskins last year, but they usually split. And I think they'll split again this year. Now, what usually happens when the Redskins play the Cowboys or the Giants is they split. And whoever... The Redskins usually lose the home game against these teams and win the away game against these teams. So they're home in week 8 against the Cowboys. And I think they will lose. So they'll lose that one to the Cowboys. Now week 9. Now after, yeah, this week it's week 9, but it's their 8th game because of the bye. So they're at the Seahawks, and that'll be a loss because they're at the Seahawks. That I don't really need to say any more than that. They're going to lose to the Seahawks. So after the 8 games, I got them standing at 4-4, 500. So not bad and not good. All right, so week 10, we get to the Minnesota Vikings at Washington at home. This is kind of a tough one. They lost Adrian Peterson. I know, not that he was any sort of factor last year, but he's still Adrian Peterson. The quarterback situation is iffy to me. Sam Bradford starting again? I don't know. But I think it'll be a close game. I think the Redskins will actually win this game. I think they're good enough to beat the Vikings. So I'll chalk that up to a win. All right, week 11, they are at the New Orleans Saints. This is a real tough one. The Saints have Drew Brees, obviously. They just got Adrian Peterson. Speaking of Adrian Peterson, they have a high-powered offense and a terrible, terrible defense, much like the Redskins. And I think it'll be a high-scoring game. But I think the Redskins actually have a little better defense than the Saints. So I'm going to give this one to the Redskins. Really close game. All right, the week 12, Giants at Washington. Like I said, when they play the Cowboys and the Giants at home, they usually lose, and then they win the ones away. They'll lose to the Giants, and this is a Thanksgiving game. So, they'll lose on national TV. Wonderful. All right, week 13. They're at the Cowboys. It's a Thursday night game. It's 2 Thursday night games in a row. Well, at least Thursday. I'm not sure if the Thanksgiving game is during the day or at night. But that's strange. That doesn't happen very often. But they're at the Cowboys. And since they're at the Cowboys, I believe they will win. Because what I already went over a couple times. All right, week 14, they are at the Chargers, and I think they'll beat the Chargers. The Chargers are in LA. It still bothers me trying to say Los Angeles Chargers. Just sounds wrong. And I don't know. The Chargers got a lot of talent, but they never seem to gel, and I think the Redskins will beat them. Probably. Hopefully. Okay, so week 15, they are at home against the Cardinals. I think they'll lose to the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals got a really good defense. They got a pretty high-powered offense when it's clicking, and I think they'll do enough to beat the Redskins. Week 16, they are home against the Broncos. I'm not sure what the Broncos quarterback situation is going to be, but I believe that the Redskins will lose to the Broncos because it's just the Redskins don't match up good against teams like that. They just don't. And I don't know. I don't think they'll win. All right. The final game of the season, Week 17, they are at the Giants. And since they are at the Giants and not at home against the Giants, they will win. So, I have them finishing 9-7, which they should have finished last year. The thing about the Redskins is they lose a lot of close games. They did last year, too. They need to find a way to win the close games if they're going to be a playoff team. Like a legitimate playoff team. So, I don't know, some of these games they could lose close, they could win close. Some of the ones I picked them to lose, they could win. You just never know with them. The Redskins don't really get blown out. They lose heartbreakingly close games, and it drives me totally batshit crazy. So, 9-7, I think that's optimistic. I've been a Redskins fan since I was a kid, and, you know, a very young kid, since I was 5, and I love the Redskins, but ever since Dan Snyder took over, I'm so pessimistic about their chances. I know they've gotten better. I know front office has gotten better, even though people have just gotten fired. Dan Snyder seems to have relinquished some of his power. But God, I miss when they were a team to be feared. I just miss it. But I don't think this will be the year where they get back to that. I think the 9-7 is pretty good. NFC East, who knows? That could be good enough to win the division. So, yeah, I'll see you when football starts. Maybe before that if I decide to do another football video. So, let me know what you think about my predictions. Leave me a comment. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I do lots of football videos, but I do album reviews. I'm a huge music fan. I talk about TV shows. I basically talk about whatever the fuck I feel like talking about. I talk about Star Wars a lot because I'm a huge Star Wars geek. But yeah, that's basically what I do. So if you want to subscribe, check out a plethora of different subjects I do. I should probably start putting some of those videos into playlists. I think I'm going to. So yeah, like my video. Comment, subscribe, share with people if you want. So that's what I think. 9-7. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and not to rip off the Archfiend. I was going to say fuck the Dallas Cowboys. I miss you, Archfiend, but yeah. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know. Trying to think of another thing to say besides fuck the Dallas Cowboys. Don't want to be copying people. But, yeah. Screw the Dallas Cowboys. How's that? Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.